Okay, so one of the misconceptions that a lot of the fake news reporters out there about EV cars say is it's really complicated for people to charge their vehicles. So in the UK in 2024, some legislation was passed that said that all e-chargers that are classed as a fast charger, i.e. above 120 kilowatts normally, would have to have a contactless or RFID method of paying, which means you could just tap your card onto it or your iPhone or your Android phone, and it would automatically take payment for that charge. Now, this is being rolled out across most of the networks. Tesla, on the other hand, still rely on their application, and there's not much going on in order to make them have RFID or tap to pay chargers on their chargers at the moment, probably because they're one of the biggest networks in the UK and the government doesn't really want to annoy them and get them to lock it down to Tesla owners. Because if they lock it down to Tesla owners, then these laws do not apply. This is only for public chargers where anybody can go and use. So one of the fake news stories is that it's really difficult for people to charge. Now, I've created a very quick video, which I'm going to show you in a few seconds. This will take you through the steps that I use to create an account and charge using a GRIDSERVE charger. It's a new one to me. I hadn't used these chargers before, and I stopped off at the rugby services on the M6 heading back from Silverstone. So I thought, why not? Let's make a quick video of how easy it is or isn't to set up an account. So I'm going to take you through it step by step. I would advise you, if you are going to be traveling and you are looking at maybe using a GRIDSERVE charger, I would recommend downloading the app prior to leaving home, just because it's quite a big app and it will use your data allowance. And the signal at rugby wasn't fantastic, so it was a little bit slow for me to download it. So I would preload it onto your phone. You could do all the account setup as well prior to leaving. That's entirely up to you. So let's go and have a quick look at how easy or difficult I found it to create an account and charge my... Okay, so I'm at Rugby Services. The Tesla ones down there are not open to everybody, so I'm going to use one of these GRIDSERVE ones and give my car a bit of a boost so that I've got enough electric to get me home, and I don't need any more than that, because then I can connect to a home charger later on and charge up for free. These GRIDSERVE ones, and let's have a look, see what sort of power they can provide. Car park is quite busy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's about 12, 13 cars all connected to these at the moment. Okay, so contactless on this one is 85p a kilowatt, but if I use the GRIDSERVE, it goes down to 79 and per kilowatt hour. So let's have a look at the app. Okay, so I'm going to take you through step by step of how to set up GRIDSERVE. I'm going to skip a few bits because for security reasons. So first thing we're going to do is download the app, and then we're going to do create an account. This is going to go to the website and bring in all the account details. In this instance, I use my Google login because it was a lot quicker and easier. So I'll do that. You'll get a notification come through to your email, and then you just approve it, and then that's pretty much it for the app to be set up. You can add cards to this if you wish. I'm going to just use the Apple Pay because, again, it's just simpler and much easier. So when I come to pay, I just double tap on the side of the phone and it will use the Apple Pay stored payments on the phone. I'm not giving them any of my personal bank details. So then you need to add in the charger station ID that you're on. So this is normally printed on the side of the charger itself in big letters. So I'm going to type that in there. In this instance, I am at the GS11161, which is at the Rugby Services. Choose which side of the charger I'm using because they are dual chargers, left or right, and I'm on left. And then it's going to ask for my payment details, and that's it. It's now initializing the charging session, and we're going to let it charge. Okay, so as you can see, it's currently getting about 75 kilowatts, so it's not too bad. There's quite a few cars charging on here, so there's quite a bit of drain. And also we've got the Teslas further down, which are quite busy as well. I need about 85 miles of range to get me home, so I'm probably going to charge this up to about 100, so I've got a little bit of overlap just in case I have to take a detour or something like that. So take up to about 100 miles and we'll see how quick that takes. Once charging is completed, it'll give you a breakdown of what the charging power was, how much it was a kilowatt, how much you put in, how long it took, and then a cost. It's as simple as that. Okay, so I've got about 101 miles left. If I turn my air conditioning off, that will go up to about 106, but it's a hot day today, or warm day today, so that's going to stay on. So I've got about 101 miles left. Got 85 to get home. So yeah, that'll do me. Okay, so there you have it. It was relatively simple. You could use just a tap to pay on the charger itself. So I didn't have to use the app and I didn't have to create an account, but you are paying more per kilowatt hour if you don't. So for the sake of 6 pence per kilowatt, I created an account, logged in, charged my car, and the whole thing was done in probably no more than 25 minutes. Majority of the time was the charging, and a fair amount before that was waiting for the app to download onto my phone with the dodgy 4G signal in that area. So as I said at the start, I would really recommend you installing the app on your phone before you leave home. Create the account if that's what you wish to do, or create the account so that you don't miss out on the savings. You don't have to, but money's money. Let's make some cost savings where we can. So thank you for watching. I hope this small video was of use to you. As I go around and use different chargers, I'm going to create some more videos on how to use different ones because they tend to be fairly generic, but there are differences between them, especially when it comes to the applications. So please like and subscribe. Costs you nothing to do so, but it really does help me grow the channel, and I appreciate it as well because it means that you liked the content that I created. So whilst I do have your attention, why don't you go and watch this latest video about the cost savings between a petrol and an EV on a journey, and which one actually is the cheapest. The findings might actually surprise you. Until next time, thank you for watching.